SA kung paano gumawa ng mga stops ng documentations na kailangan. Point is, nire-retain, parang napitin nila na tinutuktukan ako ng kung sino man yung nagtuturo sa akin. Na may concern sila na gusto nila ako mag-grow. Besides yung mga tinuturo sa akin within the curriculum ko. Kasi ito, maka-beneficial to, lalo na sa linya ko. Ganun.
Ayan, so, since we're part of a bigger community, the Council of Organization, my first question is, and what project you have in mind that you think will make NISA parang known to the LS community? And number two, are you aware of the effort of STC, which is Science and Technology for the Enhancement of Politics? Which Richard is a representative. So what do you have in mind to, since NISA, out of the 8 terms of STC is may pinaka-solid na talaga.
Can you please repeat first the first question?
Yun. Since we are part of COA, what project do you have in mind na parang magiging luminis na to the whole LS community?
Actually, may isang ginagawa ngayong project na actually pwede siyang gamitin not lang to the STC cluster but to the whole community. Was yung election actually ng business cluster, and actually pwede mo i-provide sa other clusters as well. So since it was developed by the organization, parang in part, napapakita na yung, pagpapakita namin to the whole community to give something back. Ano yung second question?
Are you aware of steps?
Yes, I am aware of steps. Pero lately na nalaman ko na na-develop na actually yung system, pinihintay na lang yung data. So, yun.
So, in your term, what are you doing?
Well, mainly, pwede siyang i-push through communication na lang with the kung sino mang magbibigay ng data. Pero it's a good plan. It's a good thing. So, Bani.
Yeah, for example, you have projects like steps na, di ba? And say for example lang, visa comes up with a project, and then 24 years na sa project, and then your client then, for example, for steps, is providing the data, yung mga gagawin solutions para magbigay na sila, para mapakinabangan yung provider na.
Well, of course, talagang kukontak mo yung contact person. Patanungin mo bakit wala pa. Ano bang kailangan, may kulang ba kami? Baka may kulang kami kaya wala pa yung data. Pero papakita mo rin kung bakit kailangan mo na, kung bakit kailangan within this time frame, ma-accomplish mo na. Kasi kailangan na talaga eh. Beneficial talaga siya. So malaking, parang pakita mo na hindi lang siya beneficial for your organization or for them, but to a lot of people, even outside the community. So, yun. Louis.
You say that you will provide more information management services rather than web development services. Right? How will this affect the structure of these services, especially in the project teams, na project based, kunwari may mga clients na tayo, mas may mga project teams lang na-assign doon. So, what's your take on the project structure? Are you willing to strictly enforce or revise or restructure the whole thing as well to maintain the programmers and non-programmers alike according to the structure?
Yeah. Basically, from my presentation before, I stated na hindi tatanggalin ng webdev. Na nandun pa rin siya kasi, well, honestly, as of now, yun yung main source of income natin. So, hindi mo pwedeng tanggalin na lang ng ganun na lang yun. Pero slowly but surely, mas i-introduce na natin yung information, IT solutions na. Pero, maganda pa rin i-remain yung web dev parts, specifically if we have projects, for example, that need such things, kahit static web dev kailangan. Kasi, pag tinanggal mo yun, ang mangyayari, parang opposite naman nangyayari ngayon na panay web dev tayo, next time naman baka panay IT lang tayo, hindi na tayo nag-web dev. So, there's that.
So, what do you think are the main incentives that these services can offer to the members under the part ng cluster?
Basically, knowledge and experience. Yeah, knowledge and experience. Pero, sa sa each time, yung experience nila nag-grow. Kasi, pag may in-impart kaming akong knowledge to the members, sila habang tumatagal within the community, they impart the knowledge that I give and experience that I give. Pero meron din naman sila napipick up from other things. So, nag-grow yung experience namin.
Parang quality services, we have knowledge here. Parang ganun lang. So, kasi ang problem is that a lot of developers, a lot of programmers, yung part ng e-services cluster, hindi nagagamit lahat. As in, ulit lang yung mga tao. So, if ever, paano yung sila, aside from the current, parang you have experience here for you, knowledge, paano mo sila
actually kasi, with the tie-ups of the platforms of the other candidates, na marami silang pinopromote na projects, mas magagamit mo talaga yung other members pa na sinasabi natin ngayon na kulang. But besides of that, yung plan ko rin na instead of kuhanan ng maramihan ng members is actually babawasan natin as more of quality ng bawat member at ng developer. Hindi na natin dadaanin sa dami pero sa quality na. So medyo magbabalance yun.
Okay, so last na. For example, meron tayong developers, alam nila, yung nag-develop na elect ng voting system, alam nila may kapalit ng money yun. So, are you in favor of giving monetary compensation to the developers? Parang as part of motivating them?
Money is...
They could just, parang, sige, pag-ditch mo na yung visa, I could give you this for a lower price. Kaya yun
kasi, I acknowledge the fact that money is an incentive. But, for me, mas malaki pa rin incentive yung nakukuha mong experience, yung sa Filipino, diskarte talaga eh. Na hindi kayang ibigay ng normal libro. Yung mga ganung bagay na...
I'm a seasoned developer.
Okay.
So, parang, what would you, parang ano sasabihin mo sa akin para hindi ako offer na lang sa other...
Kasi though even though you're a seasoned developer, by far no means hindi ikaw yung the best. Hindi ikaw yung perfect. May marami ka pang things to learn. And feeling ko through the cluster, marami ka pang matututunan even though you're seasoned. So mas marami ka pang magigain through the experience and the knowledge that you will get from the cluster compared to money. Louis.
Yes, so, di ba nagpo-provide tayo ng end-to-end services? And somewhere along the way, may development lang tayo. Yung goal lang natin sa project na yun is to get the job done. And technically, you can transfer the responsibility of development to the other org. And as long as you get the job done. So, are you for or against the idea of outsourcing, quote-unquote, the other org?
Actually, it's a good thing because one, mare-resolve man yung tension na yun with the other org. Specifically, lalo na ngayon na may image na ninanakaw natin yung clientele nila. Kasi supposed to be yun yung niche nila. So, with that outsourcing thing, medyo malilesen mo yung tension for in that aspect. And at the same time, win-win eh. Hindi kayo nagkakagalit, may ginagawa sila, may ginagawa ka. Mas natitrain mo yung members mo doon sa niche mo talaga, which is us, IT Solutions and Web Dev. So, for me, it's a win-win thing. So, I'm for it. Bunny. Bunny.
Let's talk about the structure of these services, meaning internal systems, external systems, and RDMD. What's your take on the structure? Are you going to maintain it? And what roles ng internal system and RDMD yung nakikita mo for this?
The three parts is, it's okay to maintain, pero yung coverage ng bawat isa. R&D is okay, but yung internals, externals part, gusto ko sana, feeling ko mas okay na yung internals, yung tayo lang sa organization. Hindi yung tayo sa organization and other organizations within the Ateneo. Feeling ko okay sana kung externals din yun, compared to the current one na yung externals pa na outside clients lang. Tapos sa internals, our org and the other org. Basta anything within the Ateneo. So ganda sana ko yung internal, tayo na lang. Kasi mag-aano rin siya doon sa plan ko na i-concentrate mo yung mga newly trained members na tinrain mo pa lang doon sa internal. Tapos yung mga season sa externals mo na isasama. So, yeah.
Okay,
Thank you.
may bayad.
Congratulations.